Hey guys, Mad Science here, and today I'm back with Bailey and
Hey everyone.
all the chests that I can see from this angle.
Yeah, why you want me to put it up like that?
Yeah, that's better.
See, but just keep falling down, man.
Yeah. And today we're covering another movie
Yeah, it's
for anime versus reality.
one I quite like actually. Anime.
Yeah, this is the only movie that you have that we've watched.
Yeah. The
That-
girl who leapt through time.
Yeah, before I decided to not watch new anime.
Was it you recommended this movie or did I?
No, it was on the list because I watched it in like the group of 50.
Oh yeah.
Before we get into it though, a small thing to mention. When this episode goes up, it'll be next Thursday. And the next Friday's is Yuki Takeya's birthday from School Live. Or School Live. Like Gekugarashi.
Yeah. Next month it is next week is gonna be April.
Yes.
So happy April if you're watching this in April.
Well, it'll be going up next week.
Yeah,
Which
alright.
is in April.
So happy April.
You want to start us off with some history?
Alright, so
Because Bailey, for his sort of semi sort of final episode,
for the time being.
for the time being, has taken it upon himself to do a lot of research.
I wouldn't say a lot, but more than I normally do.
Yeah.
And I found out that this wasn't actually the first version of the movie.
Yeah, you got a whole list on the screen
Yeah.
that predate this movie.
So originally it started off as a drama, romantic, love, sci-fi novel.
Yeah.
Which was published in 1967.
Oh.
Since then there's been multiple adaptations of it. One of them was a television series in 1972.
Yeah.
It was called Time Traveler and Zuko Time Traveler.
Wait. Are those two titles?
Yeah, it had
or-
like two different titles for it.
Okay.
So one of them was Time Traveler and the other one was Zuko Time Traveler.
It's just a bit weird because it's like so close.
Yeah. Then there was a film in 1983.
A live action version.
Yeah, it's got it's been released. It's got English subtitles on it. So if you ever want to look up that movie,
It'll be an old watch.
yeah. There was a short story in 1983. 1985 drama.
Well, the 1983 short story was a parrot, like. Wait, it's
It was
written here.
he was Yasutaka Tsusui wrote a short parodying his own novel titled Scenario in response to the film adaptation.
And that's the 1983 film, right?
Yeah, the short one. Now, in 1985, there was a drama. It was adapted into an episode of Getsuyo Dramaland.
What's Getsuyo Dramaland?
Well,
Is that just like a TV show,
yeah.
anime?
Yeah.
Wait, it's an actual anime?
Not an anime, it's an episode.
Okay, I just wanted, like, is it, like, if
It's,
I was to look up Getsuyo Dramaland, would it be considered an anime or just a
It'd
TV
be
show?
considered an episode in an anime for TV.
Okay, that's what I was trying to get
Yeah,
at.
anime, not. Sorry about that.
Like, what was, like, the main show about?
Yeah, in 1990, there was another TV show in 1994. The second one, the second live action live action adaptation.
Well, the TV version.
Yeah. Which was alright, and then there was a film in 1997, the second live action film.
A lot of shows and films getting in on this prime property.
Then there was a 2002 TV film. The novel was adapted into 1/3 of a Shinsun Love
Shinsun?
Stories anthology.
Shishun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we had the movie in 2006. Then a third Japanese live-action film adaptation in 2010.
So the 2006 one is the one we're covering today.
Yeah.
And then there was a 2010 live action?
Yeah.
Man, this is starting to get like Death Note.
Yeah.
With all the live action versions.
Yeah. Yeah, as the lead character, Akari Yoshiyama, the daughter of Kazuko Yoshiyama and cousin of Makoto Kono, the film is a sequel to the original tale in which Kazuko's daughter Akari travels back in time to relay a message to Ken.
Ken.
Yeah, it's like that's kind of like the plot of the third movie. So it's kind of a sequel side story type thing.
Huh.
You know, like,
That's the 2010 version.
yeah. It's meant to be.
Is that the last
It's a
one?
sequel. It's a sequel to the second one.
To the second live action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it goes ahead a bit in the future.
I'm just trying to.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep on top of that.
Yeah. In 2016, there was a 5-episode live-action television series. 2017, there was a stage play.
A stage play.
Yeah, and then we had the manga, which was it came out 2004. And then what was it? And then that manga is what inspired the movie for 2006.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's about it.
That is a lot of content that we're not going to be. Probably not ever going to cover on the podcast.
If you just want to take a look at it, go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to. Let's focus on our current movie.
I can't even see those notes. I'm too blind. Enhance.
Settle down.
I thought it was like one of those AI computers where you're like, enhance.
No, it doesn't work like that. You only have Zoom. Anyway, so our main protagonist, Makoto Kono, wants herself running late for school on the 13th of July, and the news report says it's a nice day.
Yeah.
Which I wanted to bring that up because that actually came up in during Measure Record.
Yeah.
With the 168.
Okay.
Roha. 713 is 7 is Nana, 1 is Ichi, and 3 is San. Although when it's the 713, you pronounce it nice, which is nice. Get it?
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Really?
Yes.
Anyway, but Makoto's not having a nice day.
Yeah.
Her entire day seems to just be a horrendous accident. It's like, she fails the surprise math test, singes her head during cooking, and also, was it cooking?
Yeah.
No, wasn't it like she starts a fire?
Yeah, that ends up that's what happens in the cooking class.
Yeah, because she like
fire,
hits
and the fire goes.
Yeah, no, it wasn't her hair. It was like she hit the pan, and the pan had something in it that flipped into a pot.
She put some food in there, and the oil kind of burnt her, and she fell back, hit a cutting board.
A cutting board that
the
had
cabbage went into the frying pan, and the fire went.
Wasn't there a pot on the?
The pot was on the stove. She put something in there, and the oil splattered out, hit her hand.
Yeah.
She went She fell back, went bang on a little cutting board of half a cabbage. Boom, cabbage went into the pot.
And also she ends up getting just completely bowled over by a guy getting flung.
Yeah, because in class she says, she says I'm not a brain, but not dumb either. And she gets a 9 on the test.
Yeah, because it's 9 out of 100, isn't it?
Yeah, and there was like 5 minutes left, and she couldn't answer a single question. And then she says, "This is in the kitchen. I'm not particularly adept at things, but I'm not so clumsy that people laugh at me." And that's disproven when she does the fight in class.
Yeah.
And then she proves how wrong she is again. She explains, "Okay, I can be careful, but like I'm always aware." And then you see this one guy just swinging another guy around like.
No, it's not that. It's more. Aren't they like doing like they're like this and like
one guy is like standing up and he's holding the guy's legs and he's just spinning him around like whoa.
Wait, really? I thought that he was like more like in a like position
he's
where he could accidentally fling someone.
And he's leaning back.
Yeah.
The guy's spinning him, but he loses his grip and so he goes falling, slamming straight. He ends up lets go and the guy goes flying straight into
Makoto. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just so funny when you just see that stuff happen.
Yeah, it's like you don't really notice it at first, when you see it, like when you go back and you watch it, you can see, okay, yeah.
It's like you just see the moment of like, oh, I'm gonna get hurt.
Yeah. So after that, after being so clumsy, I believe it was in the cooking class, she was assigned cleanup duty.
No, but we see the incident where she gets hit.
Yeah.
Before that, right?
Yeah, but I assume
before this.
But but I assume that after that incident, it's okay. You got after school detention or something, and then she'd have to go to her next class. I assume that's how it works. And so she ends up seeing a message on the board that says "Time waits for no one." And after being on cleanup duty in the class, like this is after she reads the message as well.
Yeah.
She hears movement coming from a room, and she opens it, which leads to the science lab. And to her bewilderment, no one is there. And she's like calling out, "Hello!" And then she finds what I think is a walnut. It looks like a walnut.
Yeah, it's supposed to look like a walnut.
Yeah, she finds that. And so she's startled as she picks it up, and she slips, falls back, and the walnut ends up going into the air.
Yeah, isn't this like the first time she time travels?
Yeah, but she doesn't know I don't think she realizes she did time travel at first.
Yeah, that's sort of the idea. It's like, it's just like something that's
it's like
all of a sudden
deja vu,
Yeah.
Where were we? A series of strange images fly past in her mind before she eventually finds herself lying on the ground alone. She hangs out with her two buddies in class and tells them of the incident. Neither the ridicules from the playful Chiaka, nor the concerning Chiaki, nor the concerning words from the kind Kozuki removes her doubts, because they're like, "Nah, you're crazy. You're probably just seeing stuff." So I was not. So, after school, Makoto goes to see her aunt at an art museum, and she ended up bumping into this old woman and child.
Yeah, she bumps them,
and falls off her bike. They're like, "Oh, sorry," and so she gets up, and she hops on the bike again. She's riding, and she races down the hill. Like, why would you even be racing down the hill? I never, especially if there's pedestrians, I would never do that. I would walk my bike down the hill.
But it's more just the idea of she's in a rush.
Yeah.
She's always rushing.
Yeah.
She's not taking her time, as you could say.
Mm. Yeah, and so she's the brakes aren't working. It's like, I better use the front brakes. No, they're not working either. And it reminded me of an incident I had when I was younger. I was riding down the hill and I didn't know back brakes were a thing. I only knew they were front brakes as a kid, and I'm putting on the brakes, and it was quite similar to what happened here. So
except no train, right?
No train, no. Makoto hits a guardrail.
It's just
flying into the passing train. But what happened with me was it was like this little brick wall, and I hit that. And I just fall, and I fell about maybe 2-3 feet.
How much face did you grind off?
Like, I had a helmet on, so I landed on my side like, that was alright though.
No broken bones?
No broken bones.
Impressive.
Surprisingly. I had a fat lip though. It was just like...
Ow.
So, yeah.
But, yeah, instead of... like what happened, or like with her having happened to you, or
Yeah, I didn't get
Or
time
dying.
travel though.
yeah,
She intentionally activates time travel when she's thinking to herself, something like the old lady. If only she hadn't, like, if only I hadn't if only I hadn't ran into her, I'd
No.
probably be fine. And then she jumps back.
Wasn't it something else?
Or something like that. But the point is, she jumps back to after.
It was like she was like mentioning something about the day in general.
Yeah, and then she jumps back to where the old lady is, when she was complaining about her. She was
Yeah, it's like, but this time, it sort of happened later forward, or like it. Her hitting her causes her to fall off the bike instead.
yeah.
So Makoto is like, I'm just gonna walk my bike, or she doesn't even ride. Does she ride a bike still?
She not at that, not after that happened. She starts walking it.
Yeah. And she's just like, she's explaining what happened to her, and like with the train, and how technically she did die,
Yeah,
and her aunt's just like, cool as a cucumber here. It's just like, yeah, you experienced a time leap.
how would she know what the time leap is?
It is weird that it just does that, but it does explain how Makoto leapt back in time several seconds before the accident that would have killed her.
Yeah,
And Makoto is just like, not really believing this, and spends the rest of the evening pondering how it's possible.
yeah,
So she decides, like, she gets changed into like some more casual clothes and leaves the house.
Well, this is before she leaves the house. What happens is she wants to test it out, so she decides she's gonna jump out the window. And then the sisters, I know, don't do it. You have so much to live for. I'm sorry, I ate your pudding.
That is such a.
Yeah, overreaction.
It's such a dark joke, though.
Yeah.
It's just, oh yeah, let's just put some seppuku in this.
Yeah, it's like, I'm just gonna leave, and the sister's like, you sure you're gonna be alright? It's like, is it her sister?
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
her
it is
sister.
her sister, yeah.
Little sister.
Yeah, and it's like, are you sure you're gonna be okay? It's like, I'm gonna be fine. You just ignore the fact that you saw your sister trying to jump out the window. Wouldn't you want to
Yeah.
be sticking by her side?
Yeah, but so yeah, she goes to like, it is a river. It's like that standard river that you sort of see in anime,
Yeah.
where it's just like you got the two banks on the either side. So we see her walk all the way up the hill to get a good run up, and she's just screaming down the hill right towards the riverbed.
Yeah.
And she jumps.
But
Like-
she fails like one time.
Well, it's not because she doesn't get that. No, it
Because-
worked.
Yeah, no, but not like when she was trying to do it, she wasn't getting enough distance.
Yeah.
She was falling down the hill, and then you see those people running like they're jogging like dun dun dun. Then there's one guy far behind like, wait for me. And it's actually the second time we see them. We see them earlier on.
Yeah.
They're jogging around the school, and one guy's like, wait for me.
Oh, that's interesting. How it's like that sort of world building
Yeah.
that it's just if you don't notice it, you miss it.
Yeah.
And you might see it once, where it's probably like in there like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Makoto's running down the hills to the riverbed and jumps, and it works. She's back in full day to the date of the July 12th.
Yeah.
And she stays for the day. No, I don't think she stayed for the day. I think what she tried to do was eat the pudding.
Yeah,
first.
yeah. At first, she discovered the pudding, And
Yeah,
then you
but-
hear the sister like, "Can I have the pudding?" And it's like, "Okay." He's like, "No, you F off. This is my pudding."
Yeah,
like,
like
"You're
that
home."
first time she just doesn't. Oh,
Well, I
she
think
gives
the
her the
day
pudding,
could
and then the second time she does it is when she does have the pudding, and then the third time is when she does a full day.
Because I swear it was after she got the pudding, that was the day, and then it continues on. She's going to school, and then she does all. Then she
No,
starts
I'm
exploiting.
pretty sure she does the loop at least twice
Okay. Well,
before she does a full day in the loop.
well, when she does the full day, she begins to exploit, her new powers for her own personal gain.
And like, what's gonna happen?
Yeah. So she what she does is at school she.
She arrives early.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, what? That's crazy! You're here early," and
Yeah.
she also scores 100 on the test.
Which it's like, you're so lazy. How did you do that?
Yeah. And then at cooking class, she switches places with this guy. It's like, "Can you use this stove?" Because there was something wrong with it. That's why the pan spewed out that oil that burned her hand. So it now happened to him. And everyone's like, "Barker, what are you doing?"
No, but there's so many variables in just changing that one position at that one point in time.
Yeah.
That honestly, anything could have happened.
Yeah.
Not just him being the one that gets burnt instead of her.
Because I think there was something wrong with the stove or the pot.
Mm.
So it would whoever used it, the same thing would have happened.
Yeah.
Anyways, Makoto now. Oh, here we go. One of the other things she does is Kazuki and Chiaki, and her go to karaoke, and it lasts for an hour.
I feel like you're forgetting one little bit.
Which bit?
When she's walking, she's like walking down the path because remember the guy that gets flung into her.
Oh yeah.
She does like a full on like bend backwards, like
oh
Matrix
yeah, that's
moment.
right. Because she remembers that. She's like,
she's just like, give me a moment.
And it's like, whoa, and then everyone's like, woo.
No, but the person she was talking with was the one that gets hit instead.
No, she didn't get hit.
No, someone did get hit.
Yeah, but it wasn't her. It was because when
there was the one she was talking.
in the beginning when she got hit, she was slammed. The guy slammed into her, and then the two of them slammed into another guy by the tree.
Yes, but
so it wasn't her friend. It was the guy near the tree that she originally slammed into. Because it's like she's here, the guy's
no, but
the guy that's getting swung. He ends up releasing his friend by accident. It hits her, and the two of them hit another guy that's by the tree.
wait, was the friend just like lagging behind or something?
Yeah. It was some other guy next to the tree. So this time when
No,
it happened,
when she was talking to her friend though.
no, it wasn't her friend that got.
Well, like she was
slammed
talking to
into.
someone.
Yeah, she was talking to someone. She bent back, and
Because the other person, yeah.
So when the guy got thrown, he slammed into this other guy that she was supposed to slam into after she got hit. So
Okay.
you were right, but it wasn't the friend that got hit. No.
I feel like there was at least 3 people in the incident.
Yeah, there were 3 people in the incident, but it wasn't her friend.
Like the
It
one
was
she
just
was
some
talking
random
to.
guy by the tree.
Yeah. No, in that situation, there's technically 4 if you go including the guy that accidentally let go. Because you got the guy that let go, the friend that got flung, Makoto, and the other guy at the tree.
Yeah, it was that guy that got flung into that guy when he flung into Makoto, and a third guy by the tree.
Okay.
Hold on.
Anyway, we're getting a bit distracted from that.
Yeah.
We're gonna get back to Makoto and her exploits with time, as she exploits her new power to turn a 1-hour karaoke session into 10 hours.
Yeah.
And
In the end, she has such a hoarse voice.
and she's like, and also to leap back and then keep drawing her favorite meal. And yeah, her voice is just like, it's like really like shot.
Yeah.
And
she.
she
So the guy swung her, the guy hit into her, and they hit a third person there in the tree. See?
Oh yeah,
And the friend.
The friend was lagging behind. That's
Yeah, the friend was lagging behind.
yeah, that's what I was getting at.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant the
That's-
friend got hit.
Well, I was initially saying that the friend got hit,
Okay, yeah.
but then I was like, wait, was she lagging behind?
Yeah. Alright, so where were we?
Anyway, yeah, so Makoto's like feeling on top of the world, everything's going well for her, and then awkwardness hits.
Yeah, she's alone with Chiaki, and he asks if they should be in couple, and she, how many times would you say? Like 3-4 times, she's deliberately rewinding to like avoid the conversation.
Like 4 or 5 even.
Yeah.
Like even at one point she just walks off into the distance.
Yeah, and then it's like, and she starts like saying random stuff, then he just like, will you go out with me? Is that, damn it, why can't I stop you from saying that?
Yeah, it's weird, but it's also humorous just seeing like the true emotions of it, and she doesn't want to deal with the true emotions.
Yeah, and because of this, she ends up avoiding him because she doesn't want this awkward situation to happen. And due to her cowardness, this gives the opportunity for Chiaki's admirer, Yuri, from the same class to get close to him. And I find that funny how...
No, wait, isn't Kosuke the one that was interested in her?
No, Kosuke has already got a girlfriend.
It's the one with the orange hair that was asking her, right?
Yeah, but this is another girl that likes him.
No, Chiaki's the one with the brown hair.
Chiaki, yeah.
Kosuke is the one with the orange hair.
Yeah.
So, you're getting them confused.
Kosuke is the guy, right?
Yes.
No, because he mentions when they're on the bike, Kosuke has got a girlfriend now. And then he asks...
No, he mentions something about girlfriends and like sort of wanting one.
Okay, and then Chiaki asked her if...
No, Kosuke, because it was the one with the orange hair that asked her.
No, Chiaki asked Makoto to go out because their friend had gotten a girlfriend.
No.
Or was going to get a girlfriend, I swear.
No. So Chiaki's the one with the brown hair, Kosuke was the one with the orange hair, he was the one with the bike.
Yeah, alright.
So Kosuke was the one that was asking her out. And Chiaki was the brown haired dude that,
I'm getting the names mixed up.
that was like ends up with Yuri.
Okay, I'm getting the names mixed up because the guy that owns the walnut, he was the one asking.
Yes.
Yes, and which one?
That was the orange haired dude.
Yes, that's not Chiaki.
That's Kosuke.
That's okay. I'm getting the names mixed up.
Oh,
My bad.
you really should do your research better.
Yeah. Alright.
I'm not. I don't mean that as rude.
Yeah, I know.
It's just like you gotta make sure you know
Yeah.
who you're talking about the entire time.
Makoto tells her aunt that she regards Chiaki as a friend.
Kosuke, not
I
Chiaki.
swear it's Chiaki.
I It might be Chiaki. I might be wrong. I might be the insane one.
I'm looking this up.
Go to the wiki.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it was Kosuke that was asking. Unless I'm absolutely messing up and Chiaki is the one with the orange hair.
Pretty sure it's Chiaki. Let me look this up.
Just
It was. That was his last name. Yeah, that's Chiaki. It is Chiaki.
I am an idiot.
I knew it.
I'm sorry, mate.
No, it wasn't crazy.
I'm sorry.
That's so good. Oh, you should be watching anime. You should know the names better, man. Yeah.
It's just been a while since I've seen the movie again.
Yeah.
Because I watched this movie like about a month ago.
Yeah. Yeah, and so
I'm so sorry about that.
yeah, it's alright.
You can laugh at me as much as you want.
Ha 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 ha. So Makoto ends up telling her aunt that she regards Chiaki as a friend. But her aunt, she tells her, look, just because after she had to explain what she did with her time travel powers to her aunt, who was still cool as a cucumber.
Yeah.
And she goes, you know...
Well, her nickname is Auntie Witch, I'm pretty sure. Or, like, something to do with witch.
Something. But she warns us to be careful about meddling in time. And we see that her actions have had an effect on others. Takashi has been bullied ever since the cooking misfortune. This is a guy that she had switched.
Yeah, she switched. And,
She switched.
like, he's, like, blasting them with, like, his bullies with...
Because what happens was they threw something on him first.
Yeah, his lunch.
Yeah, and then later he gets him with a fire extinguisher.
No, I think, doesn't he get them with water first?
No, they were getting him with water, I think, and then they'll throw this lunch on him.
No, it was lunch. Then
lunch, water.
No. So what I think was it was like lunch. Then he got them with something, and then they get him with water, and he pulls
fire extinguisher.
and he pulls out the fire extinguisher to blast them.
And Makoto tells him to stop, and he's like, "You telling me to stop?" And he's so angry. He throws the fire. He throws the fire extinguisher at her.
And, like, Chiaki's, like, stepping in to, like, take the hit.
And then Makoto decides to rewind time so that she can save him. And this, the victim ends up becoming Yuri.
Yeah, because it, like, bounces off the wall into Yuri's, like, arm.
Yeah, I think it, like, bounces off and slams on her shoulder.
Oh, ow. You don't want to get hit by a fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
Even if it's an empty one, because it's still metal in it.
You know there's different types of fire extinguishers?
Yeah.
Electrical fires.
Gas fire.
I think there's at least 7 different ones.
I know there's a green one.
Yeah. And so because of this, Chiaki starts dating Yuri, leaving Makoto and Kozuki alone at their usual spot at the usual after-school baseball exercises. And then during this, Makoto, you know that old saying, you don't realize what you have until it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Makoto finally realizes that she cares about Chiaki and regrets missing the previous chance to accept his confession.
Meanwhile, later on in, like, the day or whatever...
This one she's having a bath, I think.
Yeah. Makoto notes a number tattoo on her arm that appears to be decreasing over time. She looks at it and it's like
60.
60?
But I think it's in reverse. I think what's happening
No, she notes it as 90, but
90.
it's actually 6.
Yeah, because it's like she's looking at it like from this way, but it's really from that way.
Yeah, which is actually pretty dumb.
Originally I thought it was the amount of time she jumped.
No, it's supposed to be like...
What you got left.
What you have left in the tank, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, looking at a beautiful mystical painting restored by her aunt, Makoto tells her that she will no longer play with other people's feelings by time leaping. She soon gets a chance to redeem her selfish acts by using time leap to other people's benefits. She sets up Kosuke with a shy girl named Kaho.
They're the ones that were watching them earlier. When
Yeah. Now I'm realizing. My brain's picking it up again. After several failed attempts and, like, the weird ways she appears and, like, what she has in the hand whenever she does.
Yeah.
Makoto leaps all the way back to the 13th of July and manages to get Kaho to meet with Kosuke, but the incident leaves Kaho with a sprained ankle.
Yeah.
Makoto is, however, satisfied that she finally achieved something good. But she just knows that the toe actually has changed to 1, indicating she has one last leap. And she proves herself not that stupid. She does realize that she only has 1 leap left.
Yeah, and she's like, I'm gonna save this for when I need it.
Realizing the date, Makoto goes back to the science room, hoping to figure out who entered the room that day. I feel like the realization is that it's supposed to be her.
I thought it was meant to be Chiaki.
I think it is, but it's sort of like it's like there's like a version where it could have been her seeing
Yeah.
herself. However, her attention is diverted when she gets a message from Kosuke, who borrows Makoto's bike to take Kaho to his dad's clinic. This fills Makoto with dread because she recalls how she nearly got killed by the failed brakes of that bike last time.
Yeah.
However, this time, it's gonna claim a life. Or two.
Yeah.
Makoto rushes to the same train crossing, but doesn't find Kosuke or Kaho there to her temporary relief. An unexpected call from Chiaki delays her plans to warn Kosuke by phone. When Chiaki suddenly asks her if she has been time leaping, the shocked Makoto uses the last leap to undo his question. Oh no.
I know, right?
Such a... In the end, it was a selfish act
Yeah.
that ended her streak of time leaps. As she finishes the call, Kosuke and Kaho ride by, and Makoto chases after them in a mad panic, watching as Kosuke struggles to brake before he and Kaho hit the guardrail, flying into the path of the oncoming train.
Yeah.
Which is just so sad. It's like... It's like... That's what happened to Makoto in the first place. But the fact that the train comes back around as an actual plot point.
Choo choo, mother.
Yeah.
Imagine the train's like, if I can't have you, I'll have two for the price of one.
Well, there was two trains, one for each.
Yeah, but I mean, because it gets both Kuzuke and his girlfriend, so you know, two
Yeah.
for one.
No, but I'm just saying, there's two trains. One goes further.
Yeah.
Both go in opposite directions.
I was listening to this thing.
They both get separated.
This guy had a pet elephant and ended up wandering on the train tracks
And they got hit.
by a train. Train derailed. And the
Well,
elephant was alive for like 10 minutes before it died.
that is one strong elephant.
Yeah, it was crazy. It's the elephant that drunk beer too. Whenever the owner would go to sleep, the elephant was drunk with this thing like, it's like, oh, here's your beer.
Go on.
Makoto shuts her eyes in desperation, pleading for time to stop. Opening her eyes, she sees the world is frozen in time and Chiaki is there to meet her. With her bike in hand, Chiaki then explains that he can time leap as well, and that he took Makoto's bike to save Kosuke and Keiho. Chiaki then explains that he is from the future, and that he originally travelled back in time to see a destroyed painting, but has been kept waiting as it was being restored. Which is, and I want to say, like...
That was what the art was doing.
Yeah. Also, they don't go in depth of what the future is, but it sounds like... I'm not going to say
It's very...
dystopian.
it's a world without art, I think.
And no baseball.
And yeah, no baseball. Basically, it's World War Two without the art and baseball.
Yeah. You ever realize that most people use baseball for like dating? It's like he struck out. Why? She wanted a diamond, but he couldn't get it. Like, you know, first base, second base, third base type thing.
Yeah. Can we try and get to the end? Go to the world.
Yeah. All right. Let's go. All right. We're almost there.
Yeah.
Makoto shuts her on. Oh wait. Meanwhile, he has met Kosuke and Makoto and find their company hard to desert. Chiaki mentions that the strange object that Makoto saw on the floor in the science lab was a charger. This gave Makoto the ability to time leap. Each charged person has a specific number of leaps. The tattoo on Makoto's arm is a counter regarding how many leaps she has left. Makoto has used up all of hers, and upon saving Kaho and Kosuke, Chiaki has as well. Because of this, he has no way to return to the future, and because he has revealed these secrets, he tells Makoto that he has to disappear. When time unfreezes again, Makoto finds Chiaki has vanished. Possibly killed, we don't know.
No, I think he just vanishes because he's not supposed to be in a timeline where someone knows that he's from the future.
So he's been erased, possibly, from time?
Erased, huh?
Yeah, maybe. We don't know what the law... It's never It's never told
Anyway,
what the laws are.
The next day at school, Chiaki doesn't show up for class, and many speculate what has happened to him.
And one says, oh, he got an older woman pregnant, now he has to marry her. Kazuki talks this over with Makoto, who is now in deep sorrow that she seems to have made a mess of everyone's life, and that Chiaki is gone forever.
Anyway, so that night, Makoto looks at the tattoo on the arm, and is amazed to see that it has been restored to 1. Chiaki's time leap to save Kosuke and Kaho cancelled out her last time leap the previous day, where she was a bit selfish.
Yeah, and so she uses this time leap to go back to the 7th to the 13th of October. No, sorry, July. What was I saying? 13th of July. 7th.
Yeah, the 13th of July.
To correct her wrongs once and for all. She tells Yuri how she really likes Chiaki. She tells Kazuke to invite Keiho and her friends to join their baseball practices, and also warns him not to use her bike. Finally, Makoto meets with Chiaki and confirms that he still has 1 leap left, as well as explaining what she knows from him. She promises to preserve the painting for Chiaki to see in the future.
That is a big ask.
Yeah.
Because she would have to hide that.
Maybe that's why it was never in his time, because it was hidden. Now his cover is blown, Chiaki has to return to the future. And she never gets to hear his confession again, and he's heartbroken to see him go. And she's crying, and then he comes back, and you think they're gonna kiss, but he just whispers softly in her ear, "It's free real estate."
Nice.
Chiaki whispers.
They'll meet in the future, basically.
He's just like, "It's free real estate."
Although, weirdly though, if she does meet him in the future, he will be younger than her.
Yeah, and I imagine she'll be an old lady.
Yeah, she'll be an old lady.
Captain America and Peggy type thing.
Just imagine the awkwardness of, like, she's old now and...
Like Rose from the Titanic.
Yeah, but it's also like... Because she'll know Chiaki and what he looks like.
Yeah.
It'd be an awkward situation. It's a much more awkward situation. It's more awkward than Rose.
Yeah.
It's basically Titanic, but with time travel.
Yeah.
And Titanic technically already does have time travel.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that Jack time traveler theory.
Yeah.
That's pretty fun.
But it's just that it's so weird because Chiaki said he likes her, and when she catches up to his time, he's gonna be a teenager compared to her being an adult.
Well, you never know. Maybe one day they could have technology that can euthanize, not euthanize.
Stop aging.
Yeah, or reverse the aging. I don't know why I said euthanize.
just euthanize.
I meant like restore the youth.
Fountain of Youth style.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's the end of the movie.
It was a good movie.
A bit of a short episode today.
Yeah.
In the descriptions will be links to both my channels and also both Bailey's channels, and also I'm going to be putting a link to the opening of the next anime. I've decided to do that as a bit for this series now. Because the next anime is Charlotte. Bailey's not going to be here though.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. Don't forget to subscribe so you know when the next video comes out. And don't forget to hit the notification bell as well. Ding, 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 ding.
Dong dong. Until Game Junkie donging off. Dong dong.
I'm the Mad Scientist. Mad Scientist out.